Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's No Nuts stream. As you can see, there are no nuts here? Question mark. Um, yeah. Welcome. Happy Monday morning or afternoon if you're not in the U.S. How's everyone doing? Would you guys like to introduce yourselves and talk about your day so far?
Sure. Okay. Hello. For those who don't know me, I'm a woman of many names, but you'll probably know me best for my writing as Veronica King. This is my book, Down the Well. She comes out December 5th. Very excited. So, wow. Much wonder and trauma all in one book. I have a YouTube channel. Linked. We talk about craft stuff. I do a slideshow presentation, and if that's your thing, you might like it over there. I also do monthly accountability where we provide a supportive environment for you to set goals and problem solve if you don't meet those goals at the end of the month. It's me.
I am Nikki Klimmer. I used to vlog, but I haven't in a while. But I write and paint and garden. I have 6 cats, and now I have a dog. So I'm like wrangling a bunch of animals like it's the circus. Except we're nice here. We're not rude.
True Appalachian down there with all the animals.
Yeah.
I'm just collecting cats. That's all I'm able to collect right now.
Fair enough. I am Mars. You are on my channel right now. I post content about reading, writing, and other shenanigans. I have a book coming out in less than a month. I don't have a physical copy to hold up for you right now, but it is called Revelry in the Dark, and it comes out September 1st. I also have a Ko-fi that you can check out where I have a plethora of things. I post writing updates there pretty regularly, so if you want to stay up to date with what I'm working on, that's probably the best place to find out. I also offer editing services over there, and I have memberships with a lot of really cool perks like exclusive vlogs and streams and access to my serial fiction, among other things. So definitely check out my Ko-fi if you would like some extra content aside from what I post here on Instagram. Nope, this is YouTube. I also have an Instagram. I try to post there. I'm not very good at it, but that's me. I'm all over the place. Let's see who is in the chat. Laura arrived a little bit early just to hang out in the chat, and Anne was here, still at work, but I'll join you when I'm home. Fair enough. Let us know how work has been when you get here. Not that you're going to hear me ask that. I'll ask again when you come back. It's fine. It's a civic holiday here today, so I have the whole day off.
Oh, Laura!
Score.
Hoping the library is still open so I can go right there.
Fingers crossed.
Hello, cool gamer. That's us. We're the lovely humans. And I collect traumatized characters like Nikki collects cats. Fair enough.
They just find me, honestly. They just find me.
Ain't that the best? Whenever they find you, Mouse, my gray outside cat, she was coming by. She was so afraid of people. Like you would just open up the screen door and she'd run off the porch. I got her to trust me enough. She brought her babies back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I have a colony of orange cats that have taken residence on my back porch.
Oh.
Like a whole generational situation. There's Fat Daddy, and then there's Jackie. Oh no. Oop, and her 6-month-old baby, Creamy, and then 4 kittens. And then there's another male that shows up, and it's Jackie's brother Jack, because they're both called Jack-o'-lantern 1 and 2.
Oh, that's cute.
You're very good at naming cats, Nikki.
Thanks.
But the other stray that we have come up is Tuna and Cheese. I haven't seen Tuna for a few weeks now. Logan said she was real sweet, so I'll probably took her inside. I said, yeah, you're probably right. But then the other one we have is Cheese, who I'm pretty sure is the daddy of all Mouse's babies.
I just have my 2 cats. There is a stray cat that lives, like, there's a
I think your sound cut out, Mars.
Would it be a nut stream without some technical difficulty?
Yay, nay.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, there's a cat that lives in a tree by the train tracks down the street, and I see her every now and then. She's very cute, but
Solid.
so I have prepared a game, and we will play that after we do sprints because we do have to do sprints. So I figured it would be sprint game, sprint game, sprint game. If that's cool with you guys.
It is. Are we gonna do bees, gays, and lavender haze?
Of course, you know it. We're doing a half bees just so that we don't go super long.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a new game that I made up entirely, and I'll introduce it when we go to play it. We'll do the sprint first. We'll add this. If everyone is ready, we'll have a lovely half bees. Cool. And that's the end of our first sprint. That's the word I'm going for. Hold on. I have so many tabs open. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello. How was that for everyone else?
It was good. I did the sharing of the book trailer.
I did. I saw that, and it was very cool.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very proud of it. It was my first long form animation. So I was like, okay, only can get better from here. So, yeah, it's up on my Instagram. It's on my shorts. It's on my threads. It's all the places. But
So exciting.
What about you, Nikki? What'd you get done?
I just kind of hung out.
Fair enough. I did that for like half of the sprint too, so. I also pulled my tarot card for the week. I have the Queen of Swords. This is what she looks like.
That's a pretty card.
Yeah, this whole deck, this is the deck. I bought it at Barnes & Noble, and all of the cards just have animals. Hold on, let me pull a couple out, because they're very pretty. Oh, no, I don't like that one. The one I pulled out had a gorilla, and it was very scary. But, like, this one's got a bat and bees.
Oh, I love bees.
A lemur, maybe?
No.
But yeah, this one's got a mermaid. They've all just got really cool animals on them. I like this deck a lot. But that's what I did. Give me a second. I'm all discombobulated. There we go. We had Chloe come in, hello, and Gaze, hello, and Javesha just came in. Hello, lovely folks. Nikki, your hair looks fab today.
Thank you.
We had an update on the library situation. Well, first of all, Laura said, "Is this the stinger half of the bee?" which I thought was very funny. But then the library is closed for the holiday, and it's raining, so I can't wait outside in the park. Guess I'm stuck in my apartment today. Yeah. Then we had, later on, found a coffee shop with seating I can walk to if I go into the freeway. Guess I need to get dressed. They used to have a closer location that was my go-to, but it went out of business and turned into another cannabis shop.
Sounds lovely, honestly.
So, shall we get to the game?
Could we listen to some of Violet's favorite music while we play?
We can. Remind me what the name of that one is?
I have no idea what the name is. I know
Dreaming. Yes. Let me know if it's a good volume. I can always adjust. It's a little loud. On a good number, please. Thank you. I was trying to stop at 37. I'm not going to stop at 37. That's a weird volume.
35.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good number.
0s and 5s.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell Logan the other day, because I was saying I was going to do something, and it like ended up at 5 in minutes. And he was like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "Well, if I don't do that, then I have to do like 20. He was like, "You don't have to." I'm like, "Yes."
It has to be a solid number. It has to be a good number.
I was like, I can't just lay down for 22 minutes.
Laura got dressed and brushed my teeth, about to head out. Have fun writing at your little coffee shop. So I did not make cover page for the game, so we're just gonna look at the thumbnail while I explain. So the thumbnail was a hint that this is a picture-based game, and basically I stole pictures from the Three Nuts Instagram accounts and zoomed in really far on them, and we're gonna guess who posted it. The game is called Who Posted That.
It's a fun game.
Goodness, more comments coming in. Victor just confessed to Hadrian that they are soulmates. Neither feel like they're good enough for each other. It's all sorts of emotions. That sounds like a very fun thing to write.
We have very different ideas of fun.
And Grape says, totally agree, but I found that 27 minutes is the perfect nap length, lol.
I like a good 2-hour nap.
I'm a solid 40-minute nap. Anything less, and I don't feel rested, and anything more, and I just feel gross when I wake up.
I know that, like, I think it's every 40 minutes you go through a complete REM cycle.
Mm-hmm. Fictional duos have taken me places I wouldn't send my worst enemies with a loaded gun. None of these people are seeing heaven, and neither am I.
Oh, please.
Alright, so there's 3 rounds, like I said, with 3 pictures each. So let's reveal the first picture. Who posted that?
I don't know. I feel like this is
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Nikki, what did you say?
And
Well, she does have those white bookshelves.
Correct. I zoomed in right here. I'm like, what are the weirdest places I could take this picture?
I mean, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
what is your picture though?
It is cute.
Yeah. So, a little taste of what this game is. I did try to make it challenging, but not super challenging. We'll get there in the later rounds. We have an update on 2-hour naps for Laura and Gaze. You guys take naps?
No.
Yes, quite frequently, actually.
Whenever my foremans allow it, I'll take a nap.
Construction has started back up, so I apologize for that. The next picture. Who posted that? And feel free to play in the comments if you guys would like.
What's funny to me is that Michael never posts anything.
Violet travels.
Yeah, and Violet travels. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Violet.
Yeah, Michael did not make this game easy, I will tell you that much. It was Violet. This was a post from like 2 years ago. I was scrolling back.
Look how cute Violet is in the little tennis skirt.
Laura, I thought you
That
said you
outfit
were
is cute.
leaving. Not that I'm trying to kick you out, but
I have like
leaving.
headphones in at the coffee shop.
Oh, that's a good point. I am so paranoid when I'm out in public that I'm gonna bother other people. So I can't listen to things because I'm always like, but what if my headphones aren't connected?
Oh, see, we're paranoid for the different reasons. I'm over here like, I'm so paranoid I can't have anything distracting me because I don't trust all these other people.
Me too.
Fair enough. Okay, farewell, Laura. Have fun at the coffee shop. Yes. Picture
I'm
3.
hoping-
Who posted that?
Michael.
Your final answer.
Yeah, Michael.
Bamboozled.
Oh, bamboozled.
We've been bamboozled.
I saw this and I'm like, oh, it's perfect because it's
It
got
is?
the Canva art that they'll think it's Michael.
Oh, we played right into your hand.
I spent way too long setting this up. It's only 3 pictures each round in 3 rounds, 9 pictures. I spent a solid 4 hours yesterday setting this up.
It's okay. You know what I did to procrastinate actually working on a slideshow I was supposed to work on is a friend and I were talking about doing something together, and I was like, do you want to do an event, a collaboration, or a co-writing project? And they were like, oh, definitely all of them. And I'm like, okay. So I made a slideshow presentation on all of the things we could do, how it could look, why we should do that.
That's fair. I love a good presentation.
It's just for fun to put together, and especially if you need to be doing something else, that's when they're really fun to do.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah.
Gay says, I'm paranoid because I fear I'll be filmed without my consent. And I'm speaking from experience, unfortunately.
Oh, that's not fun.
Alas, there are creeps everywhere.
The last time I think I had to deal with the creepy person was this man that was the age of my father walked up to me in the grocery store and hit me with, so how many inches are in them heels?
Oh.
Yeah, and holding on to my grocery cart and everything as I'm getting my milk, and I'm like, sir, I will hit you with this gallon of milk.
Whoa. 2 weeks ago, some half-assed bald man was leaned up against my glass front door peering in. My
Oh my
cameras
God.
did not catch him. He was so fast to jump on my porch and get underneath the camera. It was wild. I didn't even realize he was there.
Uh-uh.
It was
No.
like, what? And I don't live like, I live out in, I'm in the country-ish. Like, why are you here?
That's
That's-
what, like, if there's someone on my porch, I'm like, we're in a rural village.
Yeah.
I have to know you to be here.
I live on a cul-de-sac too. Like there's just a dead end.
Did you call the police or something?
What are they gonna do?
That's fair. I mean, I don't know what I would do in that situation, so.
I went to the door and I watched him leave and looked at his license plate and what type of car it was. And when my husband, he was thankfully like almost home, and I called him and I was like, hey, such and such just happened. And he was like, I'm gonna go drive around and see if I can see them, and be like, hey, what you doing at my house? He never saw anybody though, so I don't know. I'm hoping that it was somebody that was lost, because a lot of people do come and ask for the next door address and where it is, because it's like a duplex, but it has apartments downstairs too. So like it's really hard to find. So I'm really hoping that they were looking for that one and not mine. But why are you peeping in my windows?
Yeah, if you want like directions, knock on the door and ask for the directions.
Yeah, it was wild. It's wild.
Yeah. Luckily, I haven't had any issues with weird men recently, but
To be put on rice.
Every time I say men, I hope that people understand. Like, I was telling Logan, I'm like, men, derogatory. And he's like, I could hear it in your tone. You don't have to say it. And I'm like, I just want to make sure that everyone knows.
Yeah.
I had this one experience when I was 18. It was the summer before I turned 19, because my birthday's at the end of the summer. So I wasn't like freshly 18, but I was still an 18-year-old, and I was working my retail job. And this guy came in and he like became obsessed with me. And like whenever I wasn't there, he was asking my bosses when my next shift was, which thankfully they didn't say anything, because that's illegal and also would just be weird. And then he was like just really weird, like always asking me these questions, and I'm like, oh, like giving non-answers but not wanting to be rude, because yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do. This man wrote a song for me on his cello. And I'm like,
on a cello? Like a...
yeah. And then I went to school the next year, you know, a different state, so I wasn't working. I came back the next summer to work. He comes in on my first day back, and he says, oh, I missed you so much when you were gone. I was like always asking about you. I came in every day waiting for you to come back. And I'm like, no, okay.
Oh,
It was uncomfortable.
I hated customer service. I used to work at a bakery, and the men would come in, and because it was all us younger ladies up front working like the customer service thing, getting people their donuts and orders, if you weren't smiling, like the creepy men would be like, oh, you should smile. And I had this one guy who wasn't taking his order or paying for it until after I smiled. Meanwhile, in my personal life, a family member is very sick and was like declining in health. And I was like, I ain't got time for this today.
right?
I ain't want to be here. And I was like 19, 20.
The audacity.
The complete audacity.
Gays Everywhere says, just read Immortals Chat About the End of the World by Amatullah Bourdain, and woo! Love a good usage of chat rooms. Grape says, it sounded like I just said crepe. I did mean to say grape.
Great fry.
Crepe fry. A couple months ago, some older guy tried hitting on me at Dollar General, and me at my big age just kept saying, I think I'm too young. I'm too young, as I scurried away.
Yeah, see.
I like that response though.
Yeah, but then you sometimes get the creeps who don't
Wonder.
care, and they're like, still hitting on you when you think you're a child.
Yeah.
You know, my mom used to work as a waitress at this lovely family restaurant, right? And it was like lovely to the point where my mom's single mom, I would come in and the owners would sit down with me and get me a plate of food and everything. It was very nice. There would be nights that my mom was just harassed so much that the owners, luckily they were men, so they were taken seriously, but the owners had to come out and like escort the creepy men out of the restaurant.
It's awful.
Yeah.
What do you say we get away from this topic of conversation?
Yeah,
with
I was gonna be
another
like, I
script?
feel we could all stay here and swap stories forever. Like, look at us just spiraling down the.
Yeah.
I already said my tamest one. We're not going to go any further. No drama.
All right. Let's do the gaze.
Okay.
So, this is a 30-minute timer. So, see you guys in 30 minutes. And that was the end of our second sprint. What are the buttons that I have to press? This one. Alright, we had several friends join us. We have Brandy and Portia and Violet. Hello, we have a nut with us now. And Katie and Sasha. Hello, friends. Welcome. My lovely co-hosts, how was that sprint for you guys?
I did some art things and then realized stuff needed to charge. So I put that on charge, but was able to get the illustration I did into Canva. So now I can mess around with it on the computer. So that's how I did.
Nikki, you're muted.
I did stuff on Notion, and so I can get ready to do Outline Palooza.
Woo! What are you outlining for Outline Palooza?
I had an idea for like a hiker to serial killer situation, lost in the woods, found a farm, kind of thing.
Love it.
Very nice.
I did a bunch of stuff. Well, like 2 things. I did 2 things that sprint. That's not really a bunch. I talked to my boyfriend for a little bit because he sent me a Snapchat. So this wall where my window is where the street is, but then our apartment's on a corner, so he can see further down the street than I can from here. And he sent me a picture of down the street where there's just a hole in the middle of the road now. That's what they've been doing with the road work. And that was interesting, so I went and checked that out. And then I started reading a manga. It's called Blackguard, and it's by Ryo Hanada, who wrote Devil's Line, which I read last year and very much enjoyed. So I'm like, I'll pick up their other work. Oh, excuse me, I hiccuped. And it's very interesting. It's very different from their other work, but I'm enjoying it so far. And that was my 30 minutes.
Nice.
We had a cat. Hello.
This one's Apollo.
Hi, Apollo. We had Gaze share a snippet. She shushed him easily with her hand on his mouth. They look like they did once in the womb, face to face on the bed. Sisters become abominations, so their brothers forget what blood tastes like. I'm already obsessed. Hello, Caitlin. Welcome. Shall we move on to round 2 of our game?
Yes, I'm ready.
Pull up the music. Hold on. For those who weren't here for round 1, I stole posts from our favorite nuts Instagram accounts and zoomed in really far. So, like, for example, this is from the last round. I showed this, and everyone had to guess who posted that. And I bamboozled everyone because they saw the Canva image and they're like, it was Michael. And it was Anne. So, now we're on to round 2. So our first picture is this. Who posted that?
Michael?
Yeah, I want to say, but like the dragon silhouette, I kind of am thinking of Violet for some reason, but it's on an orange background. I'm going to go with Michael.
It was Michael. I felt bad about bamboozling on the last one, so I figured I'd start with the easy one for round 2.
We love it.
It's a no-nuts stream, so there's gotta be a game. Second picture, perhaps a little bit harder, maybe? Who posted that?
I'm going to say Violet posted it. It looks very like Instagram aesthetic.
Yeah. Although Anne posts a lot of bullet journal things.
Ooh, yeah. No, well, I don't know. I'll stick with my guess being Violet because I see the blue book spine and then like a little bit of a bluish gray background. And whenever I went to Violet's Instagram, everything was very like blue, white, light purple, and coordinated. And I'm just like, I could never.
Katie's also saying Violet. The answer is Violet. yeah. Thought I'd get you maybe on the journal thing, like Nikki said, and also post journaling stuff, but you guys are very smart. I love the deducing that is happening here.
We love a good deduce.
And the third picture. Who posted that?
Oh. Is it
What do
Violet
y'all
again?
think this is?
A dress? Or a curtain?
I'm not getting the blue white background behind it. Like it could be a curtain and that could be like the outside. But then again, it could just be something completely goofy. I'm gonna say Anne, just because you haven't showed Anne, and I feel like maybe there's a pattern question mark.
I will let you know that there is no pattern.
Okay.
You're close. This is the Tome Travelers Book Club.
Oh!
Ooh.
So yes, it isn't just the Three Nuts regular accounts. It's all of their accounts. They have several.
This is such a fun game.
Thank you. I'm sensing
chair
a
ready.
meme. There was an announcement post. And that was picture 3. I probably should have prepped more. I didn't know how long guessing would take and all that, so I only did 3 per round, but
Right.
fourth option. Yeah, I also didn't want to do too many and then we won't have time for sprinting because, you know, we do have to do sprints, unfortunately. But yes, that was round 2. A little bit harder. Not too hard, though. You guys were pretty good at it. Again, got bamboozled, as was my plan. So now, moving this so I can change what tab is open without you guys getting spoiled for the other ones.
Oh no, it's okay. You can spoil us.
No, you guys gotta have good guesses. I don't want to just tell you what the pictures are.
I vote that you continue to do this game after the nuts start streaming again. Like you should just implement that game into your own stream.
I might. I was thinking about that. Then it'd be very hard because then it could be just any of our friends, potentially.
Ooh. You should keep it to whoever's on screen with you, and then like chat has to guess which of the co-hosts, or if it's like your one of your accounts could have a surprise account.
I do have several Instagram accounts. But maybe. I don't know when I'm gonna start streaming regularly again. I'm streaming next weekend, but then not again for a while because very busy, but we'll see. I just realized how dark it is. I need a lamp for this corner.
Ugh.
Random thoughts with me.
We can talk backstage. I have things to share, but I don't want to like do it in giveaway locations.
Katie says, who needs sprints? Me. I do, but I don't want to.
Well, Katie, you know what they say.
What is it? What do they say?
I don't know. I was hoping one of y'all would just come in and like fill that in. I was trying to think of the stuff that Katie has like on the go that she can like play whenever she's shaming people. I didn't know if you had any of those.
All I'm thinking of is the chicken on the roof with the you try your best but you don't succeed. Alright, let's pull up the last timer, the lavender haze, of course, to complete the trifecta of the bees, the gays, and the lavender haze. This one is 26 minutes long. Enjoy your sprint, everyone. All right, friends. That was the end of the third sprint. We had Eva come in, hello, and Lexi also joined us. Hello. Katie was very excited to see Lexi. I assume Kelly will join us when she is able. How did that go for you, Nikki?
I was still doing some Notion stuff. I was looking at other people's story Notion boards.
I would love to use Notion. I tried, I looked into it, and I'm like, this is all way too much for me. I am not a technologically inclined person.
It is a lot, but once you figure out how everything works, it's like all the same thing. Like all the template boards and stuff, they're just different views, but they work the same way. It's weird. It's weird to explain.
Hello, welcome. Yeah, I recently got Atticus, which is it's marketed as being like if Scrivener and Vellum had a baby. It's like an all-in-one writing and formatting software. And for the first couple of hours of messing with it, I was not having a good time. I was so confused. But then once I actually took the time to figure out all the different sections and stuff, it's very easy. So it just has a bit of a learning curve and then you're good. But I like it so far.
Sounds
Hello,
lovely.
Kelly. How was your lavender haze?
Well, there's nothing that quite gets the blood pumping whenever, you hear your toddler who's potty training in the other room just start peeing everywhere.
Oh, no.
Oh.
She's at the point where she wants to take off her diaper right before she pees, but she doesn't quite make it to the bathroom yet. And she has this corner she goes to.
Oh, no.
And I am just like, no, try again. But, effort, and she's trying, and it's, it's hard, it's new, so.
She'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the last bit of the sprint. The first bit, I was messing around in Canva because I'm working on a timer that's going to be up, and I drew the background. So I drew the whole background, but I'm adding some GIFs from Canva onto the illustration because I have not the time I thought I would to make the animations myself. But I'm like, I still drew the background, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's still really cool.
Thanks.
Let's see. Katie did some research for world building that sprint. And Caitlin read about 20 pages of A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. Fair enough.
Are you like the first 20 pages in? Because I love that book. That whole series was amazing.
That's the one with the different Londons, right?
Yeah.
I haven't read it. I just know vaguely of it. I've never read anything by V.E. Schwab, and I feel like at this point, it's like a sin.
I mean, I feel like I also haven't read anything by V.E. Schwab, but I feel like, if you get to it, you do. And, it's not really sin. I think there's other books out there that if you've read them and enjoyed them, that could be considered a sin. I said what I said. I'm not alluding anymore.
You're good. Caitlin's on page 186.
Oh, man. Whew.
I love when people are like, yeah, I'm at this chapter or whatever of this book, and you're like, I don't know what that means, but cool.
That's pretty far in. And for those books, once you get into the hundreds and on, it's like they get really fast paced. At least for me, they were. I was just blown away by those books. I don't know how V.E. Schwab wrote those. And what is that other book called? The one that Nina's obsessed with.
Oh, Addie LaRue.
That is some range for a writer. Some range.
I love that that's the one we know as the one Nina's accepted.
Yeah.
It has 4 million copies of it.
Oh, that's how, if I ever see it in a bookstore and, Logan and I are there, I'm going to be like, Logan, it's Nina's book. And then everyone looking at me in the bookstore is going to be like, V. Schwab with that?
Literally, I was at the bookstore. What day was that? Friday, Saturday, something like that. My boyfriend wanted to look for this book, and so we went. And I was like pointing out all the books, and I'm like, "This is the one that this friend likes, and this is the one that this other friend just bought but hasn't read yet." And I was just going down the line talking about all these books, and he's like, "Why do you know all of these things?" And I'm like, "Because I talk to my friends about books."
It's really fun whenever you can do friend trivia with your partner and they just have no idea what's going on. Logan is catching on to like certain friends and I'm just like, yes.
My boyfriend only recently learned that Katie Ann and Anne were two separate people. So do with that what you will.
That's cute though.
I know Anne and I were supposed to meet over the weekend, but plans ended up changing. And Logan said something about, oh, you're meeting with Anne? What are we going to be talking about? And I'm like, Anne and I are meeting to visit and have a discussion. He's like, yeah, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, you aren't going to be there. He's like, yes, I am. I'm going to be in the room. Okay, Logan.
Lexi wants to know more about the tea that you were spilling about some books.
Okay, listen. All I'm going to say is that we all know that there are certain influencers who decided that they would write a book because, writing a book is just so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not easy. And, some influencers can't take criticism that's valid feedback.
I'm so confused.
I am just very
backstage.
Yes, this is what we were talking about backstage. Because I'm just very in my feelings about that. I'm also very in my feelings about some other things, but it's fine. It's fine.
Apparently, V.E. Schwab's newsletter just went out, and Katie is a V.E. Schwab stan. Can't wait for her newest book to come out. I saw the cover of that one because someone that I watch got an arc of it. So that's pretty cool. I just discovered she's doing a read-along on her YouTube channel for promotion of her new book in the series. It's motivating me to actually read it.
I didn't know there was going to be another one, and now I'm so excited.
Womp womp.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. Do we want to do my third round of the...
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay. I think my internet is starting to struggle.
The storms are coming in. Most influencers.
We're not going to name names.
Who write books.
Yeah. We're not going to name specific names.
So.
If you know, you know. The girlies who know.
So, we are on to round 3 if my computer will cooperate. Who posted that?
Anne. Because this is Laura's book.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember who's this from. Ooh, let me pull up the music. Hold on.
I was gonna say you're gonna be bamboozle us. It's gonna be like Michael coming out here with the promo for Laura.
No, I genuinely don't remember who this was. Hello, give me the sidebar. Thank you. Or bottom bar. Oh, it was Violet. Whoops. I completely forgot who I stole that from. Because I was going to do mine, because I have a picture of me holding out the book like this at the same angle and everything, and then I saw this, and I'm like, oh, well, that's fun. I'll do Violet's.
Whenever I was talking to Logan about Laura's book coming out, they were like, oh, is that the sexy vampire book? And I'm like, no, it's not that one.
Not yet.
Logan was like, oh, dang. I was like, this is the scary stuff, not the sexy hurt each other and feels stuff.
I'm so excited whenever Laura talks about her vampire books, I'm like, give me. I was never super into vampires, and then I started talking to Crystal, and we became such good friends, and now I'm into vampires.
You know, I am very particular about my taste in vampires. I loved what they did with Castlevania on Netflix. I thought that was really good. I also really liked the Underworld movies.
If you like the Underworld stuff, you would like Crystal's books. Because I feel like it's a very good comp for that.
Crystal gives off Underworld vampire vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so solid.
All right. Next picture. Who posted that?
I'm going to say Michael because Canva art, but I also feel like you're going to bamboozle me.
Talk it through. Who else could it be?
Okay. Well, the colors. Yeah, the colors are blue. I feel like Anne, because maybe it's a Tome Travelers thing, because we've done that before. Surprise, surprise. But also, okay. You know what? I'm going to clock it in. I'm going to say it's Michael.
Nikki, what is your final answer?
I think it's Michael.
I'm so sorry. It was the Nostalgia Train Book Club.
They're reading Howl's Moving Castle this month,
Ooh.
by the
Yeah.
way. And
With Michael.
yes, with Michael. And if you don't have it available at your local library, in the depths of YouTube, there is an audiobook read aloud by the author, Diana something. It was very nice. I enjoyed it. It's good.
See, I thought I was gonna. You did mention the Tome Travelers a little bit there. I like kept in the edge of the Tome Travelers logo, so I was thinking that's what you would go for. But this is from their collab back in March.
Because I saw the little dots in the yellow, and I was like, oh, is this some dye? Are we having some dye? Is this what this is?
Just a good old Nostalgia Train Book Club. You guys ready for the last picture?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Who posted that?
Ooh.
New aesthetic.
Kelly, you got a little robotic there.
Oh, sons of bitches. That's all right.
Violet, maybe?
Maybe.
It's violet because the color scheme. But also, it do look like it could come from Canva.
Hey, could you not eat my hair? I don't appreciate that.
Oh.
You could let go of me.
He has thoughts some parts need to be slicker with his saliva, apparently.
Yeah, he wants to floss his teeth.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy, no. You're so aggressive about it. Quit biting my fingies.
See,
You're a good papa.
I have no complaints. Hold on. If I can turn this around to show you what Nick's doing. She's just chilling.
Well, speaking of cats, the answer to who posted this is me, and it's a picture of Gremlin.
Oh, it's pretty.
Oh,
Oh.
it was a trick question.
It was. I did bamboozle you yet again. I'm very good at that.
The bamboozler struck again.
Yeah. I spent like half an hour yesterday with my boyfriend looking at pictures of the cats because it's been just over a year since we got them. It was August 4th last year that we took them home. So we were just looking at a bunch of old pictures of the cats.
I have a picture of baby nymph somewhere. It was so cute. And you know that soundbite that's going around that's like Cammy or Cammy. I think it's like something like that, where it's like saying a name and then says it like really slow, and then everyone's like showing their pets as a like how they are now versus whenever they first got them. I was like, I want to do that with nymph.
Got excitement. We have a new kitty, and all the sounds about biting fit so well with our day to day. Don't eat my hair. Yes, so that was the end of the game, and we are just over the 2-hour mark. So The end of our No Nuts stream. If y'all would like to introduce yourselves.
Nikki, you can go first.
I'm linked below.
All right, well, if that's what we're doing, check out my links. Book trailer dropped today, besties. It's on all of my platforms. Pre-order and add to your Goodreads. You can add it on Goodreads.
Ooh, exciting. And you're on my channel. I also have several links down below for you guys to check out. I don't know who's hosting next week's No Nut stream, but someone will be, and it won't be Anne, Michael, or Violet, so stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah.
Bye.